All right, folks, we got Bitcoin coming up to $38,000 once again. Pretty much the same stuff we've been doing the last couple weeks. Ethereum 2,085, BNB 239. I thought BNB'd probably be like back under $100 by now with all this Binance news. I don't know. Maybe BNB will do well in the bull market. I'm just not a big believer in it. XRP was right back up to 63 cents just an hour ago. Now we're back down to 62. Solana 59. Cardano just wants to hit 40 cents. I mean, it's going to happen at any moment. Will we get rejected at 40 cents again? I have no idea. But I mean, it's just like Cardano's like the little engine that could. It just wants to get there. And I noticed that Theta is over $1 again, 102. So just think about it. Theta is double the price it was essentially last month. I mean, come on, guys. What do you think is going to happen with Theta in the next year? It's going to go $10, $20, $30 for sure. All right, let's see what's going on. Top analyst, and I hate when they say this, guys. My biggest pet peeve in crypto is that anybody can do it. Anybody can be a crypto influencer with no training, no background, no nothing, and they give themselves these self-appointed titles. Like for me, I consider myself to be a regular guy, bored, making crypto videos. That's all I want to be called. If somebody were to call me like a top crypto analyst, I would like correct them. But here it is. Top analyst, Benjamin Cohen, who has been wrong about almost everything crypto related for the last couple of years, and we'll get into that a little bit, issues Cardano alert, says he's still convinced Cardano could go lower than 23 cents. It's not happening. I mean, guys, all hell would have to break loose. I'm talking Bitcoin back down to $15,000. That's the only way Cardano would go back below its lows of 23 cents. Closely followed crypto analyst Benjamin Cohen is warning that one Ethereum competitor may not be done correcting. Yeah, right. In a new strategy session, Cohen tells his 788,000 YouTube subscribers, how the hell did he get that many subscribers? I don't know, that smart contract platform Cardano may fall lower against Bitcoin due to the Federal Reserve not yet cutting interest rates. This is the same freaking shit that everybody bearish, including Gareth Soloway. This was Gareth Soloway's big narrative as well. The Fed's not done cutting interest rates. It's going to kill the market. The stock market's due for a drop. Guys, it don't matter. Bitcoin follows the 4-year cycles. Unless there's like something big, like we get like another COVID, COVID number 2 comes out and has like a 50% death rate. That's the only way we're going to get a dump like that with Cardano. And this guy, Benjamin Cohen, like the benefit for me is I've been in crypto since 2017. And he was a guy I used to watch. I thought he was extremely boring. And I looked at his background. He's just like a former government bureaucrat. Like, I don't know how that, my wife's a government bureaucrat. That doesn't mean she's a crypto expert. I mean, what does that mean? You used to work for the government as a scientist. Now you're a self-appointed government crypto expert. But he was overly bullish last bull market, got all of his followers wrecked. He was calling for a $200,000 Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that right. He was calling for a $200,000 Bitcoin. And what did we get to $60,000? Or maybe it was $150,000. Whatever he was calling for, it was a lot higher than we got. He was convinced. He was talking about this weird super cycle we're going to go in. So my point is, and we'll talk about it a little bit further, Benjamin Cohen is either always overly bullish or overly bearish. Now, he's overly bearish when you're in a situation like for the last 2 years. FTX crashed. Celsius, BlockFi, everything's crashing all around you. He's very emotional. So to him, he's like, oh my God, everything's crumbling. Then he just stays bearish. Bitcoin's going to get like 80% dominance. The altcoins are all going to zero. This is how like a newbie thinks in the market. Like this is like he's that emotional about everything. And anybody in crypto who's emotional doesn't do well. Like I said, Benjamin Cohen, he has a lot of followers, and I just don't get it because he's always wrong. I think here's another article I found. Now, here's Benjamin Cohen over a year ago when everything crashed, went to zero. He finally concedes that we're not going to get that $200,000 Bitcoin a year and a half ago. Benjamin Cohen, my flagship market model is dead. Bitcoin has shown the mirror. One of the most well-known and renowned cryptocurrency market experts, Benjamin Cohen, has conceded that his flagship market model is dead. He said so in light of Bitcoin's recent price drop, while simultaneously disproving the premise he's been promoting since 2019. So from 2019, guys, until 2022, he was promoting Bitcoin's going to be in a super cycle and go to $200,000. All right. Benjamin Cowan is one of the most well-known cryptocurrency experts, commentators, and YouTubers. Cowan's unique social media management, blah, blah, blah. The idea regarding Bitcoin's extended cycle, so he was talking about extended cycles, is one of the primary hypotheses on which he has built his popularity. The following assumption underpins his hypothesis. Many crypto investors and fans move to Cowan's extending cycle model. What, do you just pull this out of his ass? Let me pull this out of my asshole. Oh, here it is. Bitcoin extended cycle model. Look at this, guys. My Bitcoin extended cycle. Fuck you. This is what pisses me off about crypto. People just make shit up. Nobody heard about this before him. Cowan's extending cycle model. Whatever. The target range. So he had a target range of 100,000, 200,000 from 2019 to 2022. Since at least 2019, Benjamin Cowan has been a vocal supporter of his concept. He's based his faith in a model validity of the fact that it, as he stated, best matched the historical evidence. There's no historical evidence that Bitcoin was going to go to $200,000 last cycle, and there's no historic evidence we were going to get an extended cycle model, whatever the hell he's talking about. So my point is, anytime you hear somebody over negative, who shits on a coin, whether it's Cardano, Ethereum, whatever coin these so-called experts are shitting on, a lot of times these guys are always wrong. And for whatever reason, people just eat it up. Why people want to watch YouTubers who are always wrong, I don't get it. Because around that time is when Cardano hit $3 and Bitcoin was at $67,000, it was obvious to most people with common sense, guys. I talked to a lot of people who are outside crypto in the traditional markets. I got some people in my family who are stockbrokers, financial guys, a lot of my friends and things like that. And just common sense on my end, I'll tell you guys, almost everybody and their mother with an IQ over 80, when Bitcoin hit $60,000, $70,000, we knew it was over. We knew it was over. And that's why when Cardano hit $3, I was begging people to sell. I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I was posting on other people's channels that, hey, Cardano's $3, sell. It's going back to 2 cents. Yeah, guys, I hate to toot my own horn about Cardano, but here's a comment I made 1 year ago or over a year ago about Cardano. I was always arguing with people on comments. I put, what's your point? Cardano was launched in 2017. It pumped to $1.50 in 2017 in the bull run. Then a year later in the bear market, it dropped to 2 cents, and that's exactly what's going to happen this time. Although since it hit $3 this past bull market, this time it'll probably dump to 25 cents. And Cardano went down to 24 cents. So when Cardano was $3, I was saying Cardano was going to drop back to 25 cents in the bear market. And, you got to admit, guys, I pretty much called that 100%. And, of course, the biggest Cardano shill of them all, who knows absolutely nothing, is this guy, Dan, Cryptocurrency Venture. Here's a post I made 2 years ago. His video is Cardano breaks all-time high, but Cardano is still undervalued. No, it's not. It's dumping. And I put the dump will be epic. I hope you guys are taking profits. I know I talked about this a couple days ago, guys, but I'm just trying to make the point that these guys don't know what they're talking about. I'm just on the comments begging people to get out. All right, last one, guys, of me tooting my own horn. Here I am right here 2 years ago on Cryptocurrency Adventures channel. This is 2 years ago. This is me posting. It's beginning to feel a lot like the end of 2017, folks. Be careful, use some common sense. I heard the same thing in 2017. People literally held Bitcoin from $20,000 back to $3,000 and Litecoin from $400 back to $20. Anyway, my point is, nobody knows what they're talking about. 99% of these YouTubers, including Gareth Soloway, who, God, I told you guys, I know a guy who paid him money every month and traded Luna to zero. I don't know if this guy's still involved with his course, but it was embarrassing. And we can't forget Gareth Soloway this time last year talking about a $3,000 Bitcoin. So when somebody's selling you a course, the one thing I've noticed even before crypto, when somebody's selling you a course, they're pretty much a scammer, because people who know how to trade crypto or who make money in crypto, they don't really need to sell you a course. It reminds me of I always talk about the Carlton Sheets, the Don Lapre, the Natural Cures book, the real estate scammers from like the 1980s. If somebody's selling you a course, they're a scammer. And unfortunately, that's 90% of YouTubers. All right, here's an article I found. Cardano still actively battling with local resistance level at 40 cents. Cardano has triumphantly pierced through the previous impenetrable resistance level at the 40-cent mark. This surge past a key point marks a momentous occasion for the digital asset, reflecting a sudden spike in buying interest and market confidence. However, this breakthrough was met with volatility as Cardano struggled to maintain its position above the critical threshold, and that's what happened. So, dumb money, new money, only buys cryptocurrency when it's going up. We know that for a fact. So Cardano under 40 cents, it just doesn't attract interest. Now, if everybody was smart money, under 40 cents, under 30-cent Cardano, people would be like flooding in. But it's really like a minority of the people. People have to understand, when we go into this bull market, most people aren't going to make any money. And that's one reason I played the comments that I was making 2 years ago on other YouTubers' channels, basically just showing that they don't know what they're talking about. And all those people on those comments, all of them, we're talking about, oh, we're holding Cardano to $5, $10. Oh no, Cardano's not going to zero. You're crazy. There's so many people staking it. 90% of the people just held their Cardano into the gutter. Same with Bitcoin, same with Ethereum. And I actually blame a lot of these YouTubers for basically giving false hope. So the problem with Cardano right now is people look and they say, oh, it's under 39 cents. Cardano's never going to go past 40 cents. It's never going to go past 40 cents. Once Cardano breaks through 40 cents and actually stays there, like 41, 42 cent Cardano, and that's where it's staying, then all that money who sold Cardano at 25 cents, 23 cents, 30 cents is going to come running back in. But until then, we're going to be stagnant on Cardano. But the good news is, Cardano just keeps hitting 40 cents, then it gets rejected. Eventually, what happens? It keeps hitting that wall, and eventually it's going to blow past 40 cents, and that's when all that new money is going to come in. All right, let's talk about CZ a little bit. CZ, who of course was had to pay a $40 million fine or something like that to the government, and he was arrested, but he's waiting for sentencing. Most people think he's probably going to get like a few months in jail, if anything. But CZ challenges U.S. government attempt to restrict travel before sentencing date. Former Binance CEO CZ Ping, or whatever his name, has contested the U.S. Department of Justice assertion that he is a flight risk and may not return before his sentencing. In a court filing on November 23rd, CZ's lawyer urged the U.S. District Court to reject the proposal altercation of his bail conditions as put forth by the U.S. Department of DOJ. It was further reiterated that CZ should be granted permission to leave the U.S. and return to the UAE until his sentencing on February 2024. The lawyer firmly stated that he has no intention of staying in the UAE to avoid his sentencing date, despite the potential 18-month in prison. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have no extradition over there in Dubai or the UAE. I mean, I don't know how you can let CZ travel back there. I mean, it's one thing to okay, you can travel within the United States, but yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. If you're brought up on charges and you're awaiting sentencing, you probably shouldn't be allowed to flee the country to a state with no extradition in the United States. Because CZ, look, in the world of crypto, CZ is an angel. He's like a saint. You might as well just put little butterfly wings on the back of him, compared to all these other scumbags like Sam Bankman-Fried, the Celsius guy, whatever the fuck that guy was, Mudshensky or whatever his name was. You just go through the list of all these scammers, but he's still no Boy Scout. I mean, he actively was trying to kick people off Binance. One person said, what he did with Binance was anybody who essentially didn't have a lot of money on Binance or wasn't a power player, they kicked off Binance and made them go to Binance.us. But if you had like over $1 million on Binance, they would actually call you on the phone and instruct you how to set up a VPN and how to evade being tracked by the USA. So that's a fact. I mean, that's what he did. There, people who worked with him confessed to this. Former customers confessed to this. This is what they were involved with at Binance. So, I mean, he's definitely a sleazeball, but in the world of crypto, he's, a saint. But that doesn't mean, he's like a great guy or anything like that. He's a typical crypto sleazeball, in my opinion. But, I'd much rather be dealing with CZ than Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, so that's pretty much it. Did we cover everything? Yeah, I mean, crypto's not doing anything too crazy. We're over this Thanksgiving holiday. I think the stock market opens back up on Monday. I mean, I just think everything is looking absolutely insanely bullish to me. And the closer we get to this Bitcoin halving, I just get more and more bored, more and more bullish. Yes, do I expect it to be volatile? Do I expect big dumps, big pumps? Do I expect when we go around the halving that are people going to sell the news of the halving and we'll probably get like a 30 or 40% dump? Yeah, I mean, all that's in the cards, but we're going in to a bullish year on crypto. And once we hit that bullishness where everything just starts going crazy, guys, you're going to have a solid year of nonstop bullish activity. You're going to have friends calling you up who you haven't talked to in years, asking you if it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. They're going to be covering Bitcoin on the local news. It's going to be insane. Your cab driver is going to be talking about Bitcoin. Guys, this is what we've been waiting for the last couple years, the last 2 years of misery, because we've lived through 2 years of misery. That's over now, in my opinion. Bitcoin hit a low of $15,000, which we told you on this channel to put 80% in. We said go 80% in when we hit $16,000 because, yes, we could go lower, but that's probably the lowest we're going to go. All your other big YouTubers were telling you we're going to 3,000, we're going to 8,000. The dump's not over. Altcoins are going to zero. Oh my God, Bitcoin dominance is going up to 80%, 70%, like Benjamin Cowan was saying. Look, these guys don't know what they're talking about. They're fucking crazy. They're all very emotional. And a lot of these guys are just trying to sell you a course anyway. So I don't trust them, and I think over the last couple of years it's been proven. I always say, like, we have all these YouTubers over the last couple of years. These are the same YouTubers we've had since 2017. They have a track record. Why would you want to listen to a YouTuber who was wrong about everything? I just don't get it. Crypto Banter, the biggest YouTuber for crypto, the guy was a Luna salesman. If Crypto Banter worked in finance, he'd be in jail and they would have fired him. Same with Benjamin Cowan. If Benjamin Cowan was telling all his investors that Bitcoin was going to go into a super cycle and don't sell till you hit $100,000, he'd be fired. He would no longer be working for that fund. Same with BitBoy. Same with every big guy. I mean, really, the only crypto YouTuber, there's only a few that even come to mind that who like actually got it right. Chico Crypto and maybe Tone Vase, because Tone Vase goes into these things conservatively, and he's usually right. But a lot of these other YouTubers, it's just fluff. It's just following the hype. Oh, everybody's bullish right now, so I'm bullish. Everybody's bearish right now, so I'm bearish. It's riding people's emotions, and that's not how you're supposed to do it in crypto. Crypto's easy. Follow the 4-year cycles. Simple as that. If I were to write a book on cryptocurrency, it'd be one page. Okay, Mike's Guide to Bitcoin and Crypto. Boop, page 1, follow the 4-year cycles. All right, the end. That's it. All right, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.